If you're a student or an academic, you know the feeling. The literature review can seem like this absolutely massive mountain of paper. Well, today, we're going to show you how to conquer that mountain and turn it into a manageable hill, all by using the incredible power of AI.
Right? You've got your research question, you're ready to go, but you're just staring at this endless sea of potential papers, and you have no idea where to even begin. It is overwhelming. But what if it didn't have to be?
And this slide, this really tells the whole story, doesn't it? On the left, that's the old way. The slow, tedious manual slog where you're just buried in paper and you're almost guaranteed to miss something important. And on the right, that's the new way. AI is your assistant, making the whole thing faster, way more efficient, and so much more comprehensive.
So, here's our roadmap. First, we're going to talk about the new AI-powered workflow. Then, we'll get into the specific tools you can start using today. After that, we'll lay out an actionable game plan, and we'll finish up with some crucial pro tips and, maybe more importantly, traps to avoid.
Okay, first up, let's get our heads around how AI fundamentally changes the research process itself. Because it's not just about doing the old things faster, it's about a completely new way of thinking about discovery and analysis.
So this new workflow really breaks down into 4 clear stages. We start broad with define and discover, then we strategically narrow things down with screen and filter. After that, we go deep with deep analysis before we bring it all home in the synthesize and draft phase. It's a structure that turns total chaos into a clear path forward.
Let's zoom in on that first stage, because this is cool. Instead of just plugging in keywords and hoping for the best, you start with a few seed papers. You know, those foundational articles that are definitely relevant. From there, the AI uses what's called citation mapping to trace all the connections, basically building a giant, interactive web of research that uncovers papers you never would have found otherwise.
Now, this is where it gets really mind-bending. The whole way we interact with the material changes. Forget just passively reading a PDF from top to bottom. With these new AI tools, you can literally talk to your documents. You can ask them direct questions like, hey, what was the sample size in this study? Or, can you summarize the methodology for me? And you get an instant answer. It's a total game changer.
All right, so you get the concept, which is great. But what do you actually use? This next section is all about the specific, practical tools that are about to become your new best friends in research.
Here is your starter toolkit. So let's say you need to pull key data out of a bunch of PDFs and put it in a nice, neat table. You're going to want to use Elicit. What if you want answers that are only based on peer-reviewed science? That's what Consensus is for. And to see if a paper has been supported or maybe even challenged by later research, you've got Cite.ai. And for that awesome talking to your documents trick, tools like ChatPDF or Humata are what you need.
I absolutely love this analogy because it's just perfect. Think about how Spotify works, right? You give it a few songs you like, and then its algorithm goes to work recommending all this amazing new music. Well, that's exactly what Research Rabbit does, but for academic papers. You feed it your seed papers, and it just starts building these incredible visual maps of related work. It's a discovery engine that learns what you're into.
Okay, so we've got the big ideas, we've got the tools. Now, let's put it all together into a concrete game plan, an actionable workflow that you can literally start using on your very next project.
So here's what a typical workflow might look like in practice. You could start your initial search using something like Semantic Scholar. Then you discover the broader research landscape with connected papers. Once you've got your core list, you extract the key data with Elicit and then analyze the citations with Cite.ai. And all the while, you're continuing to build out your network of papers using a tool like Research Rabbit. You see, each tool has its perfect place in the process.
All right, let's move into our final section. Because knowing how to use the tools is one thing, but knowing the best practices and the potential pitfalls, that's what's going to truly level up your research game. So what's with this number? Well, this is a fantastic rule of thumb for what makes a high-quality, pretty comprehensive literature review. Aiming to analyze somewhere between 25 and 40 core papers usually gives you that perfect balance of depth without becoming completely unmanageable. It's a really good, tangible target to work towards.
And here's something that's super important to remember. AI does not replace good research practices. The fundamentals still apply. You've got to prioritize recent work, generally from the last 5 years. You should focus on papers from top-tier publishers. And of course, proper citation is completely non-negotiable.
Okay, now for the most important warning of all. You absolutely have to be aware of something called AI hallucinations. This is when an AI just confidently makes stuff up. It will generate information that sounds totally convincing, but is just factually wrong. So the golden rule is simple. Treat AI output with a healthy dose of skepticism. Always go back and verify its claims against the original source text. Remember, you are the researcher. The AI is just the assistant.
And all of that leads us right to this important point. This whole field is changing so fast. The best thing you can do is take the time to really explore these tools, understand their strengths and their weaknesses, and then use them responsibly based on your specific needs and, of course, your university's guidelines.
So there you have it. The barriers to conducting a massive, really comprehensive literature review are lower than they have ever been. You have an AI research assistant just waiting for you. The only real question left is, with this new power at your fingertips, what bigger, bolder research questions are you finally going to ask?
Hey, if this explainer helped you see a clear path through that mountain of papers, do me a favor and help someone else find their way too by liking and sharing it. Let's make research just a little bit more accessible for everyone.